Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show coming at you from the great state of Florida. But wherever you are tuning in from around the world, I do want to warmly welcome you to the channel. And if you are a regular watcher, you know what to do. Smash that like button. This helps support the channel and get this content out. We're going to help more people out there, and of course love all the comments and questions. Thank you so much, and I do get back to those as quickly as possible. And of course I have all the links below in the description there, my cheat sheet, other great resources there that you can check out. And certainly if you're in the Stocks with Josh Discord, there are 2 links below for signing up and getting involved in the most amazing community. I'm in the crypto channel there daily, so check that out as well. Okay, we're going to jump into some news, and then we're going to check out some of the charts. And first of all, we're going to talk about Tau, because Tau has been on fire, absolutely on fire. Gave this trade around 160 to 180 when we had the dip in early August. I talked and gave updates on this to take profit at around the $320 level, which if those of you did would have made about 100% or close to 100%. And then gave another trade alert and gave all these in the Discords. I also gave these on YouTube as well on the channel if you've been watching, and then gave alerts to be getting in around that 265 to 285 area and to accumulate. This is the reaccumulation time in the bull cycle, and to reaccumulate and then to take profits at 300, 320, and 340. We just hit 340 this morning. So if you got in that trade, congratulations. And then the next level up is going to be 365. Okay. And then at that point, you can either close out the trade or you just keep moving your stop loss up as well. If you don't, some of you were asking in the Discord, should I take profit here or is it going to drop back lower? A good answer to that is you can always just move your stop loss up. And so if the trade starts to go against you, you lock in those profits. And then if it keeps going up, you haven't taken profits too early. I like just taking profits on the way up and locking in those profits. And so either or works. It just depends how you want to trade it and how you want to go with this. Now, the 200 EMA on the daily is at 340. So that was identified as a key area. If we do break above that and put that as turn that resistance and support, 365 is going to be the next level. This guy here, he's been buying at 30, 50, 100, 200, 400, and will continue to do so. Every Tau under 4 digits is an opportunity. Don't fade it. Only 21 million in supply. It's a coin that gets mined like Bitcoin. It have its halving cycle, which I believe the next halving cycle for Potenza Tau is in 2025. So keep an eye on that trade. I'll be updating in the Discord. So make sure you're in the Discord to get those live updates. Okay, Banana Gun is another one that hasn't kind of participated, but it did pump early. And so as you can look, Banana Gun's revenue is right up there. If you look, obviously pump.fun, which is all the Solana meme coin. But if you look at Lido, 8 million, Aerodrome, 7 million, even Pancake Swap, BNB's main swap, 6 million, Aave, Banana Gun, 4 million. So their revenue is starting to flow. They have a great utility with a Telegram bot that can help you with trading. I have not tested it out yet, but I am going to get there. I promise you I will. And I will give some feedback on there. In the meantime, I am bullish on Banana Gun. I'm going to get to those charts at the end of the show and show you my entry levels and take profit for there. It's also in my cheat sheet as well below in the description. You can get that link. Okay, so Bitcoin established a bit of a double bottom here. So if this continues to play out, we should see some more bullish upside here as we move up. So that's a bullish pattern, a bullish chart pattern for Bitcoin. Also, Bitcoin Q4 returns have generally been very, very good. Okay, so what do we see? A median return of plus 56.9% for Bitcoin in the fourth quarter. So you can see here, there's the median there, and there's the average there at 88.84%. Comparatively, in Q3, it's really quite flat or negative there. So this is quite a bullish quarter for Bitcoin, and I would expect the same for alt as well. This is why it's the reaccumulation range part of the Bitcoin cycle. So this is where I have been accumulating. This is why I have my cheat sheet with the entry levels for certain coins there. And then, of course, we have the Bitcoin hammer. It's hammer time. I don't know if you are the age to recall the great MC Hammer. It's hammer time. Well, Bitcoin has its own hammer time going on right here. And of course, every time we've seen this hammer indicator here, I'll just make this a little bit larger for everybody. It has been bullish. We have seen upside, upside, upside. And are we going to see an upside to the target zone there? That would be quite nice if we get up there. Oh, look, it's in my target area. Look, I did a Bitcoin prediction video months ago now, and my target zone was between 100,000 and 120,000. And so you can go and check that out at some time if you want to see my Bitcoin prediction video. We also had some more bullish news. Oh, well, first of all, there's a little bit of bearish news here is the open interest is starting to climb. So please keep an eye on this. I do apologize for the lagging. I am still traveling, so it's just not quick loading as quickly, but open interest was wiped out. The longs are vulnerable and the longs are too leveraged. Could you please lower your leverage? You can always go to coinanalyzer.net, check out the open interest over here, and you can see it is starting to climb again here. So you can see once it got up to around this level, we had a fairly good pullback here. You can actually go to the 4-hour chart here. It gives you a little bit more perspective here on the open interest. Of course, you can see this is right before the dump at the end of July here. Move my head out of the way. We saw that big dump down. And this was always, these are good indicators to when to get in and buy. When you see something like that, that's a good time to load up your bags. We are climbing slowly here, and we've actually gotten back to this, this gap that we have here. It's a little bit of a gap in the open interest. So certainly we could see it pull back, or does it keep going? But just keep an eye on that. Once it starts climbing too high, we're generally due a bit of a pullback there. And so just be aware of that. When Bitcoin breaks above 62,000, over 1 billion of Bitcoin shorts will be liquidated. Okay, so we're certainly keeping an eye on these levels. We could see a pump up and then before a little bit of a pullback to wipe out some of that open interest that's there on the market. Also, we had Sony starting to enter the blockchain space, and they have now launched their own, another layer two. Another layer two. Not all these layer twos are going to survive. Sonium featuring Chainlink as its launch partner. So that's fairly bullish news for Chainlink. And also, I believe is it built on the Optimism stack like Base has been done? I believe that is the case. I did read about that earlier there. Let's have a quick look. You can kind of dig into that, but I believe that could also be fairly bullish for Optimism as well. Now, talking about different chains, I talked about Tron a little bit, how I didn't want to get into the TRX trade. I'm not a fan of Justin Sun. This is just another reason that he basically withdrew 12,000 Bitcoin that was backing the stable coin. I'm getting some Terra Luna vibes here. Okay. Touch wood somewhere. I don't know if I've got wood here to touch somewhere. So yeah, a little bit nervous there. It's now backed by, oh dear, the Tron coin. So yeah, I can't get into this. Remember UST was backed by Luna, and we saw what happened to that. So I just feel this could be a ticking time bomb. I'm not going to trade the Tron token, not in any way, shape, and form. I'm just going to stay away from that one. But all power to if you can. There are probably some good gains, both going long and short on Tron at some point. Maybe I'll short the coin at some point, but that's how that's going. And if you look at some of the Mcoin Wars, there has been some Mcoin Wars. Solana's Pump.fun. 432,000 in revenue. Tron has now got Sun Pump, which just launched, so you can. It's the rival to Pump.fun, and of course Binance has their own 4Meme, and they've got their own thing going as well. So now we've got 3 platforms where people can just mint meme tokens very quickly. And right now we're just getting a massive oversupply in the meme coin market. I think that's a dangerous thing. I've kind of stayed away from a lot of this because of that. Just 10,000 meme tokens being created per day just on Pump Fun alone, I believe was what I read. So that's kind of crazy to me when I think of that. So I do have a meme coin portfolio and it's in profit and I'm pretty happy with that. Bonk and Brett and Floki have been my main winners. Marga as well was a huge trade when it had a big pump a little while ago. So certainly I've stuck with the winners there and stayed away from the more rug pull, like the McDonald's that I shared yesterday, where the McDonald's Instagram account got hacked. They posted a meme coin, but 770,000 liquidity of people jumped onto it, and then the scammers rug pulled it, and everybody lost their money there. So Tron versus Solana. So according to Marty Party, TRX is a little piece of junk. Comparing Tron to Solana is like comparing a bicycle to a Tesla. Absolutely savage stuff there, my man. Very savage. You can look at that and look at the stats there. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tron, although I have found it to be quite good transferring stable coins from one exchange to another. I generally use Solana for that, but sometimes that's not always available on some exchanges, and I would rather use Tron than Ethereum due to the gas fees there. And then SOI and Solana have delivered the most protocols to their ecosystems so far this year. I like this, and we're going to look at the SOI chart at the end. We're going to cover Tau, Banana, SOI, and Bitcoin at the end here, so stay tuned. We're going to cover those charts. But if you've been following my SOI trades, it's one of my top 5 holdings. It's been in my cheat sheet since May 2024 when I launched this channel. This channel is only a couple of months old, and so just want to encourage you there that if you've been a holder and you've been buying these dips, that there has been some good upside, especially when SOI dropped to like 41, then bounced back to $1.10 and almost did a 3x there. So absolutely fantastic. Another coin that is in my others, it's not on my cheat sheet. I did think about putting it in my cheat sheet there for a moment, but I hesitated and didn't. And instead, I added it to the others column of my cheat sheet. Is HNT has been on an absolute tear. It's been on fire, great price action, one of the biggest gainers over the last week and the last month. It's got that partnership with T-Mobile, and now Helium Mobile starts accepting crypto payments. And so new users who sign up for a Helium mobile plan with crypto will also receive a free month. Is anybody here watching signed up and got a HNT, a Helium cell phone plan? What's the coverage like? I'd be interested to know. But certainly this is a real world asset that could actually do something really great. H&T was one of my biggest winners from the last cycle. I think I bought it at $4 and rode at $4 and rode it all the way up to $50 or $60, whatever the all-time high was. And I was able to cash out on that one pretty well. Okay. Now there are some Avalanche is had some bullish news. Avalanche is in my cheat sheet. A lot of people have been asking me over the last few weeks and months, what's happening with Avalanche? And honestly, it's just accumulation. We are in the reaccumulation phase. That means the market can go sideways and down and sideways and down for many months while the whales accumulate and build their positions. So what have I been doing? Building my positions. What have I been teaching on this channel? Building positions. Dollar cost average, building the position. Exactly what the whales don't come in with massive one big buy and all their money, because the price will just they won't get all those bids filled. The price will move too fast. So what they do is every day the dollar cost averaging in at obviously much higher amounts than we are. Well, maybe some of you are watching are putting in some pretty big dough, but good on you there. The AVAX is in my cheat sheet. And so I hope that you've made some good gains on this little pump here. Also, some more bullish news. Phantom now has got some on-ramp options, including Apple Pay. So now you can see how that's going to work, and you can just click on there, and you can just tap to connect it. And now we're starting to see crypto get some more mainstream adoption with the Apple Pay option there. So check that out with the Phantom app. I use that to trade Solana and some meme coins. If you haven't seen, I've got a video on how to use Phantom and how to get funds over to Phantom. It's on my channel. Check it out. It's one of my earlier videos. If I haven't added to my training section, I will add it to my training. And of course, as I reported a few days or a week ago, whenever the news break, Russia is getting right into the crypto space. It's going to establish 2 crypto exchanges, one for international trade, one for Moscow. This is big news. A lot of money is going to pour in from Russia into the crypto space, and we have all the FTX money, 16 billion worth, that's going to be coming into the space once all those creditors get repaid. And then just before we go to the charts, I have been a little bit quiet on Ethereum. I haven't done a lot of the charts. As many of you know, I sold my entire ETH HODL position into Tau, great trade, into Banana before it pumped up to 60, took profit on that. Another great trade there, into Casper, Render, Arweave, some of these tokens that are not inflationary. ETH right now is too inflationary for me. The supply of ETH continues to increase at approximately 60,000 ETH per month are being added to the supply. And this is a little bit of the issue that I have with tokens like Ethereum, and I believe also Solana, and I believe Near as well, and a few others. They have no max supply. That means at any time, more tokens can be added and at no cost. Imagine if I'm just able to say, hey, I'd like to just make myself 10 new Bitcoins, yes, for zero, and then I just sell them into the market. I take that profit, removing all your buy orders, and then just take them out, and I've got them. And then that suppresses the price. And so this is why the Ethereum price has not really moved. Ethereum will have its time. I do believe it can get to I still believe it can get to 10,000. It can do a little bit of a 4x from here. I'm not confident we'll see much more from that, but you just never know. There is an ETF, there is institutional buying. Look, with all that advantage, ETH still isn't moving. Okay, with all that advantage that ETH has over the other altcoins, imagine once Tau gets its own ETF and once Solana gets an ETF approved, although Solana is also inflationary. And so just be careful with those. You can go to CoinMarketCap and you can see whether something has, or CoinGecko, and you can actually look at a coin and see whether it has a max supply or not, okay? All right, so talking about some coins that don't have max supplies, we jump into the charts here. Banana, they've got their max supply capped at 10 million. I like that. But still, after this pump, and I took profit on this pump up to $80 actually, was able to really cash in, and then we came back to 30, and I was able to buy the dip back in, and then I cashed back out again at 60, and then I have started to build positions again between 43 and 46. Now we are under the 50-day moving average there. We've had a pretty strong rejection from there as we broke down, rejected from there, coming down. And then we do have the 200 EMA down here at 39. So I think good entry levels for Banana right now is around 39 to around the 43 area here. Because this is where we saw some good, we broke down from here, and we've also seen some volatility there as well. So I'm looking to accumulate in that 39 to 43. If we chop into the 4 hour, we also see that we're under the 200 EMA as well there. So we're getting pressed under there, but certainly there is a lot of interest. There's an order block here, and this is where I'm looking at that $43 level. And I did pick up some at around 45 and 46. So I am building a new order block. This is a reaccumulation for me. We've certainly coming down. You can see there's some good support here around this level. This is why I'm accumulating at this level and down to $39 on that. And then certainly I will look to see some upside to at least come back. And there's some nice big candle there, some nice liquidity there that needs to be refilled, in my opinion. So I can see a move back up to the high 50s and low 60s as a good move for Banana. As we jump over to Tau, we're at 341 currently on Tau. And so we can see here, currently we're being rejected at the 200 EMA. This is exactly what I've been saying over the last couple of days, that this would be a great place to take profit. And then further up, we've got that 365 level as well. There's this wick, liquidity wick here. I see that getting filled. Certainly, I think we could experience a little bit of pullback. You can see even on the daily, the EMA ribbon band is getting stretched out. When you see those top three get quite wide like that, usually you will see some kind of a pullback. May not be a huge one. Where am I looking for re-entries on this? I'm looking for re-entries around here at around 318 to 320. I think would be a good place. I've already taken profit up here, so I can buy back $20 lower back here and then ride it up again, take profit, come back, get back in. And if we do drop down a little bit further, I see that probably that 300 to 310 range certainly is an area of interest. Here, we just zoom out a little bit, we can see the 50-day moving average. We might be able to see it a little bit easier. And we see there's an area of interest there. The 50-day moving average is sitting right at this trend line support at about 290. So that's it could come back that far. Again, I'm building positions. You can see that's really stretched out. Let's go back to the 4 hour there. But you can see there's a Lux Algo order block there coming down. We could get a pullback into this region here. I'm not sure if we'll come back to this 265 to 280 zone. I'm kind of more looking at the 290 to 320 zone as reaccumulation there for me. So that's the areas from 290 to 320. I will be reaccumulating Tau for the next leg up, I believe, which will be up to 365. Now, if we happen to bust through this, which I think we'll have some kind of a pullback first, just how far we pull back. It could just pull back to 323 here. So just I've got some cheeky bids there just in case it does. I don't want to just miss out by $1 or $2. But certainly if we get up here, I do expect a strong rejection here at 365. And certainly then the pullback targets would be, the 320 to 340 range. But let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I do expect a pullback from here. And my reaccumulation range is going to be 290 to 320. Let's check out SOI before we go to Bitcoin here. And